Alrighty, hey guys, Sora Kitsune here. Let's talk Death Note. Okay, so I just watched the Death Note movie, the English adaptation of it, and oh my gosh. So I'm just spoiler alert. So if you guys haven't seen it, watch it. If you don't care, then whatever. But there will be a couple of spoilers, a lot of spoilers from going through each little part of the movie that just kind of bugged me. But yeah, so using my phone. Woo. Okay, first the movie starts off with, okay, so you have Light, and Light's in high school, and he's protecting this girl from, no, he was protecting a guy from getting beat up, and then the girl steps in, and, all that kind of stuff. He's just like, oh yeah, I'm a child, you're an adult, you can get him with child abuse, privilege, and I'm like, what? Okay. So, that was the thing that bugged me, and I was like, oh, and this is how the movie starts. Alright, cool. So, then he gets the Death Note, and it's like, comparing to, not the anime, I'm not going to compare the anime and the manga are completely different from this. I'm just going to compare the two live action adaptation of it, the Japanese and the American one. The Japanese one, Light's just like, oh, shoot, what's this? Okay, sure, why not? Check it out. Oh, wow. And it's very, like, probably, panicked or whatever, but it's like trying to be calm about this versus Light Turner that's just like panic, get freaking out. I mean, if the school and stuff like that is blowing up and you're in detention for all this kind of stuff, yeah, I would probably panic too. But it just seemed a little extreme panic. And then it's just like, I'm gonna just go ahead and kill the kid that bullied me and get him decapitated. It's like, oh yeah, you can kill him, just watch him die. And it's like, have a heart attack. Oh no, we're gonna decapitate him. Like, this is a joke. Like, what? Like, wow, this is a little brutal. And, okay, so I'm gonna set that right there. I have my closet. So, yeah, this whole series, or the whole movie was just so extra gory for me that I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's been a while since I've seen a gory, like, movie or something, but it just seemed really, like, extra kind of cheesy, but kind of like, wow, really? Did you really need to, like, do that in that way? No? Yes? Okay. So, there's that. What's it called? The thing with the girlfriend that it's been a while since I've seen the movies and Death Note series and everything, and so it had to take a minute to, like, remember the story and all that kind of stuff, but it's like the girlfriend, instead of just being, like, the girlfriend, she's just, like, psycho girlfriend that's like, yeah, I want to, like, join you in killing stuff. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I can't use the book. But that was kind of interesting. I mean, not particularly liked it per se, but it was an interesting difference in the girlfriend material kind of thing, and, like, not really like, but it was different as in how Yagami was very secretive about how he had the note and he was like ready to go into this pretty hardcore, or realizes that this isn't like normal but is like going into it, versus Turner, who is just like, I need to tell somebody, like, oh, it's nothing, like, not really getting the whole, hey man, you just killed somebody and now you can be arrested for murder, your dad's a cop kind of thing. So it was a very interesting difference between how they handled the whole situation of Yagami tells nobody, Turner tells this girl that's now his girlfriend, and they're going to be a partner together as being Kira partner, and how they use some of the little similarities, like, oh, let's name it the Kira and whatever. I think in the movie, the Japanese movie, Yagami was given that name versus they picked the name. I don't remember. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. But it was just kind of interesting. But again, the big thing was, like, the difference. I wish I got to see more Ryuk in the American version, because I felt like he was mostly in shadows and you don't get to see, like, the whole amazing work that they did versus, like, what would they use, a CG? More CG, full-on CG for, like, the older one? I, again, don't know, but, you can let me know, of course, but I felt like you saw more Ryuk and he's just kind of being like true anime style versus this Ryuk, which was clearly different, a little bit more involved, and just kind of like he really had a lot of different characteristics, in my opinion. And so I would have liked to have seen more of him in the movie, like actually physically see instead of the beady little eyes he had. That was kind of like, okay, that's gonna haunt me at night. Sure, why not? But and then L and L, and then L. So the whole thing with L, I was like, okay, this is interesting. You know, L is black. We'll put it out there, say it now. L is black. Great. That's wonderful. But then it was like your character was like trying to stay slightly like the anime and then be different, which is, I understand a lot of some of his like motions, like so he was like, okay, you know, being light, or being L, eating the candy, doing a little weird sitting and the little whatever. Those things were fine, doing all that kind of stuff. But then it was just like once, what is his name? Watari. I think it's Watari. Watari. His family. Once his family got involved, then he was just like, okay, everything's off the table. Like, you know, he was more chill in all the other versions. Like, yes, he was a little bit more like, okay, well, it's not like he doesn't care, but he does care, but he was able to, like, kind of stay objective at least a tad bit more, versus this L that just kind of just, like, gloves are off. I'm gonna lose it. Where is he? Your son is cute. Let's stop BSing. Get the girl out of here because she had nothing to do with this. And let's just get to it. Where's the friend? Give it to him. And then it's just like, we're going to get a gun and we're going to shoot you. Because it originally said, I don't kill anybody. But now it's like, I've snapped. And it's ready to go down. And I mean, like, I don't blame him. That is a natural reaction. But at the same time, it was just kind of like, this is so way different that even if you weren't thinking of it as this is L, it was just kind of like if you were trying to embody some form of L, he wouldn't go that extreme, that kind of like twitchy, emotional, or whatever. I don't know, man. It was just really weird. So, I mean, that just went off the rocket. Light. The only interesting things were really just, I wanted to see more of Ryuk, and it was interesting that the girlfriend was, instead of just being an innocent girlfriend that was just like, hey, you know, she was keeping it going. So, and I thought, as like how they were throwing her in there, I kind of forgot he had the girlfriend first, but then she used her death to like get suspicion off of him, kind of thing. So, I mean, that was true. Woo. But, I forgot that in the Misa, I guess, well, if they do a second movie, which I think they might, I don't know. I would like to see a second movie just to finish the BS and call it an ending. But, I guess Misa would go in there, and I would be interested who they would cast for a Misa. I mean, could be me. No. But, anywho, so, like I said, the movie, if I had to think of it, it's really hard to say because I obviously like the Japanese 20 times better. It was, in my opinion, the Japanese version was a hell of a lot better. The casting was great, the acting was great, they stick to a story, and even if they were, like, deviating a little bit from the story, and even, like, the L Changes the World third movie that had not even related to what canonly happened, it was just extra. It was great. It was interesting, funny, you can watch it and enjoy it. This movie, if you don't watch anime, I don't know how you found this, but if you don't watch anime, maybe you might enjoy it. I don't know. If you don't watch anime, let me know if you enjoyed it. If you do watch anime, like the rest of us, then, if they did not use their names, I mean, is it really their names? It's just, yeah. If they just took the story or took the universe and made it their own. New characters, you could like I can understand if you want that their backstories and the like how things could work, because for L, he needs to be super smart. Why did he need to be super smart? Because they did all this stuff and he has to have some kind of credibility. So you can't just have some random new person come in and, you know, he's got to have some background. And then versus Light was just a regular kid, but he had to have at least some type of police access. And if I mean it's not FBI, because then it would conflict, having the local police kind of thing. I mean, it works, and it gets the story going, considering what the whole theme of it is, the whole killing of, like, bad people and stuff. So, I mean, it helps the story going. I can understand why they used it, and why they're trying to make new characters and all that kind of stuff, which, if, I guess, like, I can't get completely angry at it, because I can see why a little bit, one reason why it could work, but whatever, it was a crappy movie. It was a crappy movie. I do want to see the second movie. It was a crappy movie. It's too hard. I had to stop and cringe every, like, I was watching it, trying to hold it in, and then I literally had to stop, like, maybe 5 times in the movie to stop, cringe, to go, what the F? Why? Why did you do this? She did that. He did this. What's going on? What the F? Kind of thing. So, go watch the movie. I had to watch the movie. I had to watch it. Everybody says it's crappy. Some people say it's good. People are like, hey, don't think of it as the anime. Think of it as something new in Seattle, because everything Japanese happens in Seattle. Again, I don't know. But just watch it. Get your own personal, you know, views on it. Like, that's what I had to do. And that's why I made a video. Because it was like, oh my gosh. And I've watched Dragon Ball. I think I've watched most of Avatar. I've actually finished the first one. And if there was a second one, I didn't watch it at all, because it was that hard to, like, swallow through. So where would I put this particular movie? It'd still be in that pile, but where in the ranking I still think Avatar, because I could not finish it the multiple times I've tried to watch it, would still be the worst. And then Ghost in the Shell I haven't watched yet, so I don't know where to put Ghost in the Shell. But out of those 3, if I had to pick which was the least cringeworthy, oh my god, I can't. They're Death Note and Dragon Ball are pretty much tied together, because Avatar will forever win the cringe. So, if you guys want me to watch any other videos, let me know. I'm gonna try to watch some more stuff. So, actually gonna watch Pirates of the Caribbean. Yay! Because I need to watch it. And yeah. So, see you.